That's neither here nor there, because tonight has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that at all. Nothing whatsoever. Tonight is, well, it's an American holiday. That's all I've got to say. Wait. I fucked it up. I had it ready and I still fucked it up. It's a goddamn American holiday, chat. It's motherfucking garbage day.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
It's... Hello? Well, I pressed pause and it didn't pause. That's the farthest I've ever been into that video before. That's crazy. It is garbage day. It's the motherfucking dumpster dive. Speaking of Ultra Kill, were we speaking of Ultra Kill? When's the P rank video? Every time you ask, I delay it. I think the full movie is on YouTube. That's funny. Okay, so normally I do these on Mondays, but truth be told, I've probably done just as many of them on Tuesdays because I don't have an idea, or I'm just feeling lazy on a Monday, or whatever. This week was no different. I sat down and I had chat help me kind of rank what the best dumpster dives were a few weeks ago to try and decide which ones I wanted to bring back. But the truth is, I couldn't decide. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do this week. All those ideas, and I was just like, I don't know. So I decided, why not just do all of them? Why not just put all of the dumpster dive ideas on a wheel and have the wheel decide what I do? So this is what I'm gonna do. This is the wheel of trash. I'm going to spin the wheel and it will decide what I do. And then I'll do that thing. And then I'll spin it again. And then I'll do that thing. How long will that go? I don't know. Until I either land on this space which says end stream, or I just get bored and I do something else. Imagine end stream first. It could happen. It could happen. I don't want it, but it could happen. I thought I'd put it on there for funny, you know? That's what we got. We have watch an informative video, watch a meme video, random GeoGuessr map, random itch game, stick fight, make a random tier list, end stream. We don't talk about that one. King Rat, thank you for the follow. Dumpster tells a story. I don't know if I have any stories prepared, honestly. Ask ChatGPT something. Play a game/demo from chat. Where do we submit? You don't submit anything yet. There's a fucking spider in my headphones. That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Unless you have an idea for the wheel. I mean, I guess I could add something to the wheel. If that's what you're asking. Oh, yeah, but if we do land on something where you need to submit something, you could do so in the Discord. You can also do so in the chat. Chat 1v1s, maybe for another time. A second end stream. Bro just really doesn't want to watch stream. Rid of Minecraft stream. Oh my god. That would just be the whole stream. Each one of these things I don't want to take like super long. Random chatter decides what to do. I mean, honestly, it couldn't be too much worse than deciding with a wheel, right? Shall we spin? Spin to win, baby. What do we have first? Watch a meme video. Okay. I will watch one meme video. You can go ahead and send them in Dumpster Dive. I will, what the heck is this? This is the Wheel of Trash, Smonny. Catch up. Fine compilation. Just send one in the Dumpster Dive channel on Discord and I'll watch it. How's my day? My day is good. I've had a very good day, actually. The wheel has spoken. Vines that keep me alive. Thank you, Britta. Wow, this is 15 minutes long. Holy shit. Does someone have a shorter one? Someone send me a shorter one, for the love of God. You laugh, you shit your pants. Okay. This is an ultra kill one. But I suppose the children demand ultra kill. Yo, look what this donk can do. Wait for it. Next. What is this? This is 7 minutes long, bro. That wasn't even funny. I agree.
The most important thing.
This just says you laugh, you shit your pants. I'll watch a few.
To get the most tender steak possible is you just gotta let it sit.
I don't want to shit my pants though. Jesus Christ, it's so loud.
The top
I will
three
not join your Discord. Holy
things
shit.
I wish I would have done differently when starting my pressure washing business. First is get more hose. Hauling a pressure washer around the
Oh, I see.
It's your lucky day. Pick a number between 1
Hold up.
It's your lucky day.
I guess I have to shit my pants now. Okay, anyways, that's enough of that. Thank you, chat. Beautiful. I'm spinning the wheel again. Watch an informative video. Okay, it doesn't have to be like educational, but just, you know, not a shit post. I will accept submissions in chat in in Dumpster Dive channel. Want to learn about grave lording? What? I feel like the answer to that depends on what grave lording is, but I feel like I can't answer that unless I find out. Yeah, keep the videos like relatively short. Nothing like an hour. This is 50 seconds long. Is this a shit post or is this like, I repeat, 50 seconds long? That video is. Oh, the grave lording thing is a video. I'm not watching. Are you shitting me? Do you people talk about anything other than Ultra Kill? Genuine question. Is that just all that goes through your brain all day? Is just like a rotated, like a hamster on a wheel? Just Ultra Kill, Ultra Kill, Ultra Kill, Ultra Kill. Not watching that. Okay, what is this? First documented chimp war sounds great. 10 minutes long. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is why Smani is a VIP. Oh, it's text to speech. Okay, that's fine. We can. Hopefully, it's.
This is Jane Goodall, world-renowned primatologist and foremost expert on chimpanzees. At the start of her long and colorful career, Mrs. Goodall had long considered chimps
It's not that
to
bad.
be nicer in behavior when compared to humans. But what she didn't know was that she was about to
It does
witness
kinda
the
sound
first
like a shit
documented
post.
war among the animals. While researching this topic, we found quite a number of discrepancies between sources, so when these arose, we simply referred to the direct writing of Mrs. Goodall herself.
Why do you
We
hate
also
chimps?
found that as it can be difficult to keep up with all the key figures involved, we decided to illegally download a bunch of NFTs from Google Images
Okay.
and create character cards, so
Oh
it's
my God.
easier to keep track of everyone.
All right. Let's learn us some. Suddenly I have a headache. I'm on your Steam Deck right now. Now that is
July
cool.
14th, 1960.
You know what? This might be the first time I've been watched on a Steam Deck. At least my stream. I don't know about my YouTube. Maybe that's been watched before. Cool. I'll take that. Rather based. So it's like one of those ads that tell you about a 22-year-old who found out how to cure dental hygiene. Gorillas are good, chimps are bad. Why? I don't understand. Let's just keep watching. Dorix, thank you for the
Jane
follow.
Goodall would arrive at Gombe National Park in Tanzania, a place where she'd end up living for the next 30 years. Throughout the 1960s, she took notes and named and chronicled the lives, ambitions, and the power struggles of the community of chimps that called the range home. However, in 1970,
Chimps are insane.
things started to change, as formerly childhood friends would become hostile, and even start throwing
my God.
hands. This tension among this once friendly chimp community
Yeah, I've heard
is
about that,
believed to have
actually.
started with the death of the beloved senior chimp,
The
Leaky.
lady that got
As it
killed by a
turned
pet
out,
chimp.
The Great Leaky was something of a politician chimp, who up until now, had kept the North and South chimps within the park united, but
Insane.
upon his death, things were never quite the same. The community really took a turn for
Have
the
you
worse
seen
with the
a
death
shaved
of the cherished
chimp?
former alpha chimp, Mike, who was bodied into abdicating his chimp throne by a big brutish dictator chimp named Humphrey.
Here's a good one. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Jesus Christ. Looks like he does look like he's made of cement. That is accurate. That is a good assessment.
This is when the group began to
Oh yeah, the buff
splinter.
kangaroo is
Although
great.
he had tentative control, Humphrey immediately had challenges to his position, on account of being an absolute dickhead. The population was unhappy with Humphrey, since after taking power, he abolished the chimp constitution, declared a state of chimp emergency, and promised to hold elections within 18 chimp months.
Is this real?
This is of course preposterous.
It's
as
just
everyone
it's
knows
narrated in such a disingenuous way. Like it sounds like a joke.
chimps live under a constitutional monarchy, sanctioned by the chimp god.
He just adds jokes,
Gordo.
okay.
Whatever the case, the group had become divided, and Humphrey was now in a shaky position of power. As he would find
Power.
out, it would take more than a huge mass of muscle and a high intimidation level to keep the chimps united.
Is this
Two
real
brothers by the
war
name of
footage?
Hugh and Charlie would quickly grow sick of Humphrey throwing his weight around, and along with 4 other males and 3 other females, they would split off from Humphrey's kingdom altogether. The once unified community would now be split into Humphrey's northern faction and the southern separatists,
I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
led by the 2 ambitious brothers. Humphrey's rule would be short-lived, however, as the north eventually gave way to Figan, a Machiavellian chimp with
A
terrifying
Machiavellian
intelligence
chimp.
and cunning. Although physically strong, Figan's real power came from his ability to negotiate alliances with other males, and lucky for him,
Okay.
his brother in the tribe, a chimp named Fabian, was known as something of a kingmaker, formally helping Humphrey ascend to the throne. Figan was good at making friends, had a strategic mind, he wasn't above fighting dirty, and he was now the king in the north. On January
King
7th,
in the north.
1974,
This is real,
a
yeah.
party of 6 adults
Supposedly.
from the northern faction, led by King Figan, would come across an isolated male from the southern separatists, named Godi, and proceed to beat him to death. The exact
I feel like okay, this could very well be real, but I feel like because he has assigned the monkeys names, personalities, and personalized Bored Ape NFTs, it feels fake. Like I feel like you cannot present like real information with that level of like of shit post. Like I don't know. It's insane to me. This all seems insane. Like Someone watched monkeys fighting and was like, that one's the king, and he's a bit of a Machiavellian leader, you see. Have you seen his news videos? I have not.
Details of the attack would likely demonetize us until the
stock
end
footage.
of time. But you could probably imagine
Oh
what 6
my
male
God.
chimps could achieve. if
That
they
looks
all
like the
worked
same.
together. What should be
God, that's a
understood
lot. I just
is
saw a
this
lot of
wasn't
that
a
chimp.
regular scuffle between competing males. Rather, this was a premeditated murder, which was celebrated on the spot by chest beating and wild howls. A terrifying cacophony of noise that
Yeah,
proved to be
Jade
the
was really good
declaration
at
of war.
observing.
In truth, although experts call it the 4-year Gombe chimpanzee war, the entire conflict was about as one-sided as wars come. King
Okay.
Figan would slowly expand his northern kingdom
God, they
into
have
the
a battle
territory
map.
of the southern folk, and over the next few years, would opportunistically murder any separatists caught out alone. D was the second chimp to fall, followed by Hugh, one of the brothers who founded the southern group. Goliath was next to perish, which was perhaps the saddest case of all. For context, Goliath was the first chimp in Gombe National Park,
is he
recognized as
chewing
an
on?
alpha male, but his time on top
Okay,
began
he's
when
chewing
King
on his
Figan
own nose.
was only 8 years old, and he had become content with living a more peaceful life in older age. In fact, Goliath had remained relatively friendly with those who remained in the Northern Kingdom, a kindness which was not reciprocated when they later beat him to death. As
Okay,
you might
yeah.
imagine, this string of killings left a mental toll on Jane Goodall, who had witnessed so many of these brutal acts of violence. In her memoir, written decades later, she described the killing of Goliath to be particularly heartbreaking, as she almost couldn't believe that King Figan would be able to continuously hit his quivering and stricken
up, Noir?
body when he once considered him a childhood hero. Goliath was murdered by those he had once tried so hard to protect and mentor, and his death was as unceremonious as it was brutal.
At 2
With
Brute.
Goliath gone, the southern folk were left with only 3 male chimps, but the northern kingdom wasn't about to slow their vicious momentum. The next attack was on Charlie, the second brother who
It
founded
seems
the
like
would-be
they're just
utopia in
fucking
the
rolling
south,
right now.
and would be attacked so unexpectedly, he'd never even get the chance to fight back. After his death, Willy Wally, a chimp already crippled by polio, disappeared
To the
never to be
band's
seen
extent
again,
to hear.
leaving just 1 male left in the south. For a whole year, young Snow would be the lone
this
male in the
guy's trying to
south,
copy
and
me.
observers had no idea what was
We should have, yeah, Brian should have narrated this. See, listen, Brian doesn't get paid here, so he's looking for work. If you guys need top quality text to speech, look no further than TTS Brian. A lot of Jane Goodall's observational research has apparently fallen into question. I would say that if this video is accurate to her research, then I think that's fair.
to become of him. Some suspected that he might be able to escape to another chimp community. Others thought he would be accepted back into Figan's kingdom, and more still, pondered whether he would finally embrace his Sigma male grind set and start selling NFT portraits of himself to tech bros the world over. In the end, however, he would meet the same fate as the rest of the separatists and be beaten
The
to death
Separatists.
by a northern war band.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, unless there's a big twist here, they're just rolling.
The female chimps would be met with similarly cruel fates, either being killed, disappearing, or becoming enslaved to the
Rip.
Northern Kingdom. This does bring into question whether this conflict would be better described as a systematic genocide, as assuming the southern folk could be described as founding their own identity or nationality in the context of a chimp society. It wouldn't be hard to argue that the North deliberately intended to wipe them out. Of course, perhaps a more relevant question is whether it really matters, but when this event is widely considered to be the first
That's a great question for this whole video, to be fair.
documented chimp war, it stands to reason that these intelligent animals would be capable of all the horrific shit humans have done throughout history. The only real difference between us and these apes is there's
I
no
don't see the monkeys inventing the atomic bomb.
Geneva Convention for chimps. After the war ended, nearly half the original chimp population had been wiped out, and the Northern Kingdom would be stretched too thin to consolidate the territory gained in the south. Much like most fights in Apex Legends, the Northern faction was third
Oh,
party
I understand
by a much larger
now.
clan who hadn't taken part in the 4-year conflict, and King Figan had to pull back to his
Chimpenheimer.
established territory. At the time, some scientists
Oh, it all
accused
makes
Jane
sense
Goodall
now.
of assigning the chimp's human traits, or theorizing that her very presence had created violent conflict within a usually peaceful society. However,
I'm gonna be honest here. If this is all based on Jane's research, it does indeed sound like she has no idea what she's talking about. It sounds like she's making it up as she goes.
it was later discovered that chimps in their natural state tend to wage war, and in 2018, a study was published which concluded that the Gombe Chimp War was likely the consequence of 3 high-ranking males competing for power, a situation made more volatile by a scarcity of fertile females. Quite fortunately, viewers won't ever run into the same problem with the help of today's sponsor.
Okay, great video. Wait, what's the spot? I feel like I have to know.
Valentine's Day is coming up quicker than you think, and viewers intend.
Is it like Pro Flowers or some shit?
Ex-wife, and safer than an.
I actually have no idea what the sponsor is. All right. That's very, very interesting. Yeah, it was Manscaped. Very, very interesting. That said, I do think that monkeys probably just beat the shit out of each other all the time, and that there doesn't necessarily have to be like deep ulterior motives to it or anything. Back to the wheel. Let's see. We have now watched both types of videos. If I need to, I could like decrease the weight on these categories. But we'll see what it lands on. Oh, it's gonna be. I'm respinning here. Let's do. I'm not doing the same. I'll just reduce these to like. Not again. 1v1 a viewer. I don't think I'm gonna add that tonight, but maybe some other time we can do that. That is a good idea. That said, I do need willing volunteers. I know Flippy will show up to Impact Point 1v1 me. Make a random tier list. Okay, this is great. This is content right here. Let's go to Tier Maker. The homepage of Tier Maker. 1v1 in what game? In any, I guess. Full screen this shit. Boom. Okay, what category? Rank M&M mascots in order of sexiness? You are not going to believe this, but I have done that on this stream. Britta and I did that way back when nobody watched this stream. Let's look at the categories here. Rank US states. Beer and alcohol. Brawlhalla. Yeah, I know a lot about that. Okay, we should probably stick Dark Souls. Rank Discord members. I don't want to have to do some. Don't want to do something that requires me to like create a tier list. Funny. What's a funny one? White boy names. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Rank Twitch subs. I have 40 of them right now. Okay, Landon. It makes me actually want to stab my eyes out. Austin. Stoners. Cameron. Cameron's probably... I'd kiss them, but meh. Okay, these are about dating. You know what? Sure. Chad. Gods on Earth. Harry. Fucking Chuck. Bryce. Probably Satan's Spawn, I would say. I'm not going to explain any of my choices, to be fair. Andrew. Andrew's probably an alright guy. Could meet my mom. Wyatt, stoner. Put Josh at the bottom. Can do. Blake, I'd kiss them, but meh. Will, would date, but not for long. Do you think Blake is a stoner? John, bland as fuck. Tyler. Could probably meet my mom. Isaac? Isaac sounds like a god on earth. All right, chat thinks Blake is a stoner. I'm inclined to agree. The stoner category is just like getting a little full here. Steven. Bland. Sorry, Steven. Tanner? Makes me want to actually no, that's mean. Ooh, but I don't know. Tanner's probably Satan's spawn, I think. Tanner drives like a giant lifted truck, but he lives in the city. Zach. Would date, but not for long. Isaac from The Binding of Isaac? Yeah. Daniel. Okay. Andrew Garfield would absolutely be allowed to meet my mom. That is fair. Daniel, I'm feeling like bland, but I'm also kind of like, I feel like Daniel could probably meet my mom. Daniel's a little bland, but like in like a very like hey mom, this is Daniel kind of way. Very, very inoffensive, you know? Connor. Would date, but not for long. Caleb sounds like a fucking Chuck if I've ever heard one. What happened to the monkey video? We finished it, and I spun the wheel again, and now I'm making a tier list of white boy names. Nathan. I'd kiss them, but meh. If Anthony's on this list, that's an immediate bottom tier. You know what? I agree with that because of an Anthony that I've met before. Trevor's a stoner. We have a lot of stoners here, but they all feel accurate. Cody. I think Cody makes me want to stab my eyes out. Ben. Bland. Levi. I'd kiss Levi, but meh. David should be automatic bottom tier. Do we have David on here? Oh, he's at the bottom. Okay. Matt. Matt's a fucking Chuck. Yeah, what about David? Cole. Cole makes me want to stab my eyes out. I don't know. These are weird because it's Satan's spawn, which sounds really bad. And you know what? Cole's Satan's spawn. Send it. It's Satan's spawn, which sounds really bad. And then bland as fuck, which is like, meh. And then makes me actually want to stab my eyes out. I don't know, like what. This one feels like it should be like here, maybe. I know it's not a common American white boy name, but I named one of my... Oh, I thought you said sons. I was like, you have sons? Named one of my Sonas Evren. Turkish for... It sounds... I mean, that sounds cool. See, I feel like the thing with this tier list is these are all like basic names. So if there was even like a name that was like a little bit more interesting, then it would obviously go to the top. Like theoretically, like Levi's way more interesting than most of these, as is Isaac. James is just bland. You know what? No. That's a little unfair to James. Would date, but not for long. Hunter. I'm stabbing my eyes out with Hunter here. Nick, Gods on Earth, obviously. I feel like that one doesn't even need any explanation. Basic American names. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah. But not all Americans are white. Not even most of them are white. So, but it is definitely white American male names. Yes. Hunter Bloodborne reference, true. Being a hunter in Bloodborne would make me want to stab my eyes out, I think. So, Zach. We have Zach with an H. I feel like, ooh, is there nuance here? I feel like Zach with an H actually is better than Zach with a K. But I don't think either of them are higher than would date, but not for long. Is there only English names? Yeah, more or less. This is like American names, it seems like. Truth is, game was rigged from the start. I love how I didn't even change the tiers. Yeah, Zax with a K are not the worst, but they are worse, I think, than Zax with an H. Josh. Someone requested Josh at the bottom, so I'm just gonna do it. I don't actually really have any problem with Josh's. But Zach with a Q, like, that's insane. The real question is who's better, Zach or Cody? Zach was like the cool one, right? And Cody was the nerd. Also, Cole Sprouse is like kind of weird now, isn't he? So probably Zach. Josh is a deserved bottom tier. There actually seems to be some consensus on Josh's in chat. So I'll go with it. Garrett could probably meet my mom. I only know one Garrett, and he's actually a moderator in my chat. He's not here very often, but made my outro music. Garrett's a good dude. I don't think he's a god on earth, but he's a good dude. What did I come into? I'm sorry. Do you not recognize white boy names tier list maker? I know 3 Joshes and I hate them all. Fair enough. Brian? Gods on earth. Actually, that's such a lie. I'm only saying that because of TTS Brian. But TTS Brian is really, truly a top-notch Giga Chad. That really saves Brian's everywhere, honestly. Knew a Tanner, person of all time. I feel like every Tanner that I've known has been able to be described that way too. I feel like Brett is like a stoner, but more than he's a stoner, he's bland as fuck. Like he's like a stoner that you don't want to hang out with. Is there a chance there would be other language names like Russian? No, I'm just doing this one time as a meme. Yeah. Yay. Sean. Oh, Sean, S-E-A-N. Satan Spawn. Why not? Fucking go with your gut. Did you really tune into this stream wanting to see me rank Russian names? Eli sounds like, you know, I'm just balancing out the tier list now. Look, perfectly balanced as all things should be. Except for this little gap right here, but I'm not sure how to fix it. Mark could probably meet my mom. Justin. Meh. Colin. Bland. Aaron. Bradley. Bradley's getting the eye stabbing treatment. Or giving me, I guess, the eye stabbing treatment. Noahs are decent. Brandon, Satan Spawn. Jacob. I feel like the spectrum of Jacobs is very broad. Like, I've met some real nice, very cool Jacobs, and then some, like, Jacobs I know are the worst people of all time. So I'll just stick him in fucking Chuck and leave it at that. Kevin. I feel like Kevin is like the same as Brett, where he's like, he is a stoner, but he's also bland, but he's definitely more bland than Brett. At least most American boys are lucky enough to not be named Giuseppe. Jake. You know what? Jake is like Jacob, but cooler. I'm just gonna say it. Peter's bland. Peter's just bland, I think. Peter. That alone made me like it better. That's my Minecraft skin, by the way, is Peter Griffin. And if you ask me to explain why, I have no idea. Just, it seemed funny. Why is it Heisenberg on the list? Yes, the common American name Heisenberg. Mine's Reese for Borderlands. Wait, are you really how? You have to be too old to be named after Borderlands. Eric. Kyle. Satan spawn. Ooh. Yeah, Kyle's Satan spawn. Yeah. Alex. I feel like every Alex I've met is pretty cool. Adam. I feel like Adam's maybe a stoner. Ryan. Ryan's a chill with me. Would date, but not for long. Spencer. Stabbing my eyes out on that one, boss. Alex is also a... Yeah, it's like the female Minecraft skin. Jeff. I feel like anything above stoner is too good for Jeff, but I feel like Jeff is not a stoner. Maybe he's just Satan's spawn. Christian's a fucking Chuck. Liam, I'd kiss him, but meh. 21 Jump Street. Matt. I'm not taking Matt home to meet mom, but Matt's pretty cool. Sam. Sam gets to meet mom. Luke. Didn't I already rank Luke? Oh, Luke's probably a stoner. Ethan's probably a stoner too. And then David. Obviously God's on earth, okay? Come on. We all know. We all know. All right, there it is. Everybody's been asking. Everybody's been wondering. What are your opinions on white boy names, tier list, tier maker? There you go. There it is. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot if you must. Rigged. I'm sorry Valentino wasn't on here. I put you pretty high. If your name, I like Matthias better than Matt. I'll give you that. But you're in the third tier. I feel like that's pretty good. Mine is fucking Chuck. Upload that to the main channel. Will do. Will do. All right, it's time to spin the wheel again. I should probably just keep tier maker open in case I get it again. Let's see. I'm gonna just balance these out a little bit so that I don't just get the same thing over and over. And stream still has the lowest percentage. In fact, I might have even made it lower. Let's do this. Ooh, I gave end stream a little bit of juice, okay? It's still very unlikely, but it could happen. This is the wheel of trash. What do you mean? That's what it's called. My dad accidentally deep fried a cigarette butt. That's just sounds like Ohio shit if I've ever heard it. Let's spin it. Never tell a gacha player the odds. Imagine if after I up the percentage for that... Well, chat, it's been a fun one. It's been a real fun one. Perhaps the wheel will have to make a return, but a 45-minute stream. Goddamn, I thought there was no way I was landing on that. Holy shit. I was gonna play games tonight. I was gonna maybe play some Shadows of Doubt, which I didn't do on Sunday. Jesus Christ, bro. Watch the new video. Go watch the new video if you haven't. I will see you tomorrow for what is hopefully the conclusion of The Messenger. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's the dumpster dive. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.